Hello, it's Alex with Collectibles, and it is time for our 5-color commander deck. Sisay, Weatherlight Captain, helming not only the Weatherlight, but this deck I like to call Sisay's new crew. Sisay is a 5-color commander for 2 generic and 1 white for a power toughness 2/2 legendary human soldier with the following abilities. She gets +1/+1 for each color among other legendary permanents you control. It only counts the color pips in the mana value, as well as an activated ability that costs WUBRG, or 1 of each color of mana. You search the library for a legendary permanent card with converted mana value less than Sisay's power. Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. That means that with only Sisay on the field, you find a legendary permanent with mana value 1 or less. The deck is all about getting a lot of legendary permanents on the battlefield through casting and using Sisay's ability and pumping your board to swing out for lethal. Oh, and there is a sub-theme. Almost all the creatures are humans with the exception of very few. Can you guess which ones? But first, the veggies. It's not just about the meat and potatoes. Our ramp consists of artifacts and mana dorks like Arcane Signet, Delighted Halfling, there's one of the non-humans, and cost reductions with Morophon the Boundless and Kethis. If we declare humans with Morophon and have Jodah Archmage or Fist of the Suns on the field, all our humans will be free. Our card advantage comes in the form of card draw, tutoring, and graveyard recursion with Alesha, both who laughs at fate and smiles at death, Captain Sisay, Jorah, Weatherlight Captain, the Great Henge, who is also ramp, and another Jodah the Unifier. We'll talk about them later. Also, our commander gives us great card advantage by tutoring legendaries. Our targeted disruption includes cards like Embereth Shieldbreaker, General Kudro for repeated removal, as well as Legacy Weapon and my new favorite removal card, the Fire Nation Drill, as well as some graveyard hate with General's Enforcer. The mass disruption in this deck focuses on non-legendary permanents, keeping our stuff safe with Urza's Ruinous Blast and Desynchronization. We do have disruption in the form of protection to protect our creatures with cards like Gold Forged Thopterix, giving our legendary permanents Ward 2, and Sigarda, who gives all our permanents hexproof, as well as giving us card advantage by allowing us to cast humans from the top of our library. And of course, the classic Swiftfoot Boots. The deck is all about legendary humans, and like I said before, some non-humans. Yoshimaru, the bestest dog, gets bigger when a legendary enters. Cardi gives us tokens for each non-token legendary permanent that enters. Jengatha gives us ramp. General Ferris, Jirina, Karizev, and Ovia all give us tokens to give us a wide board. And we have a way to steal our opponent's creatures with Yozova Dragonclaw. You know we like stealing our opponent's things. With Jorah on the field, we won't have a shortage of cards in hand as we cast our legendary permanents, and with Jodah the Unifier, we get Pseudo Cascade for our legendary spells. And he also gives all our legendary creatures +X, where X is the number of legendary creatures we control. Combine that with Hero's Podium, and we're going to be swinging in for a lot of damage. Our path to victory is pretty simple. Flood the board with legendary permanents, mostly creatures, and pump them up with cards like Jodah the Unifier, Hero's Podium, Arvad, and Day of Destiny. Swing out before our opponents have a chance to respond. That is Sisay, Weatherlight Captain, a versatile commander for any Legendary Matters deck that doesn't have to focus on creatures. There are shrines. How would you build her? We have one more commander deck left, and it is our colorless deck. I am really glad they made it possible for vehicles to be your commanders with Edge of Eternities, because the commander was the very first rare or mythic rare I pulled out of my very first pack of Magic that I bought from Aether Revolt, Heart of Quran. And I'm so excited to showcase it. Check out the description for a link to our other Commander Spotlight videos, as well as product overview and openings. Best of luck with your pulls, best of luck with your games, and have a good one.